Welcome. This is Jim, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs, and welcome to Slop in the Shop. Just to give you a quick update what Slop in the Shop is. You other creators had different videos, this and that, or purchases, or all this kind of stuff, or mail calls, or whatever you want to call it. My case is Slop in the Shop. It's based on the way old southern families used to keep a pig. They throwed all their scraps in a bucket, called it pig slop. So you'll be able to see anything in this video, from a project being worked on, to purchases, to just whatever I throw in it. It's sort of like a video blog. With that being said, enjoy. You'll notice we're getting low. We're getting low on coolant for the cool mist. I'm going to mix some up, and I'm going to kind of bring you along. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the house, and I'm going to put the water in this, and I'm going to put a little bit of pine cleaner in it for bacteria killer. I'm just going to do that off camera. Then I'm going to come back out here to the shop, and then we're going to... I've got the coolant concentrate. It was given to me. It's been here over a year in little bottles. And we're going to put a little bit of this coolant concentrate in the coolant. And we're just going to kind of do it by guess and by gosh till it turns out the way it looks. So the one over here in the green, if you'll notice this bottle, this creamer bottle that I use, this is probably 2 years old or better. It was a pre-mix from Eaton that I put into drink bottles and brought home, and I actually had a gallon of it. I've been using for over 2 or 3 years. It has a household cleaner mixed into it, and to this day it doesn't stink. And you can either aerate, especially coolant like this, if you don't, if this come out of the system, I don't know how old it was. This will actually keep a little better. So I'm going to make me up a gallon of pre-mix just to have as I need it to add to my cool mist. And I'm going to probably start using more cool mist in the shop because of the smoke. Especially doing heavy milling like I did tool holders. I ought to set it up when I was doing Michael's tools. So I'm going to go get this ready and I'll be right back. I don't have refractometer, so I'm just going to kind of mix this up a little long. Use this little thing here. Oh, the heck with it. Just gonna put a little in and shake it up, see what it looks like. You don't need a big percentage of coolant. So you want enough to it to, you want probably somewhere around 2 to 3%. It's probably 6 or 8 ounces to the gallon would be a lot. So probably 2 ounces, 3 ounces to the gallon would be a good number to work with here. And I don't know how much is in this container. So I'm gonna, this is a little weaker. So we're going to add about half a bottle. Give us some body to it. What I done was when I put the pine oil in it, or the pine cleaner, it's actually like a Dollar General or a Dollar Tree. It's not. Maybe it comes from Walmart, but it's just a general pine cleaner. That's pretty good. That looks good there. That's pretty good, a little bit of a mix. I'm going to add just a hair bit more because, like Brian Block says, got a certain amount of corrosion resistance. The one thing about using cool mist, coolant cool mist is you don't want, I clean up really good because with an unheated shop and all, rust and corrosion is enough of a problem. So that's why you see me clean and wipe the lathe down, the mill down so hard. That looks good. It's got a little bit of a tint to it, so that's got some water soluble oil in it. And hopefully we ain't got no. Oh, we got a problem here, Houston. I got to fix that. We have a problem, Houston. That's got a hole in it. So I've got to find something to put this in. Crisis averted. I went out and got, I remembered we was cleaning the refrigerator out last night. And I went out to the trash and got a hold of some bottles there. So we got some Mott's applesauce bottle and a Great Value bottle. So we got our coolant saved. And this will probably last me a year. This will. This pre-mix. So that's our good thing. We save a little money and get a little pre-mix. I've probably got enough coolant here to do me several years before I have to go break down and buy a gallon. $35, $40 a gallon. But it's not, I mean, the stuff don't go bad, and you can mix it like I do. And like I said, it's got pine oil in it. And what I've been using is 2-3 years old, and I still don't have no trouble with it. No odor smells or anything. So, with that being said, another little something, a crisis averted. I don't know if you could see it from back here, but I don't do nothing real fancy for rust preventative. And I do, but I don't. What I've done is I've just taken some, I got some really heavy oil. It's a mixture of oil and like an engine oil treatment. It's just motor oil and engine oil treatments. Not STP, but something along the same lines of it. And I just mix it up. I use it for a lot of different purposes in the shop. Sometimes actually it's stored on the lathe because it's sticky and gooey. But like where you have unheated shop, I know these guys, they use all these different sprays, but I've had just as good results by using a mixture of oil and of oil and engine treatment. Basically, because all you need to do is keep some oil on it to keep it from rusting. That's kind of what I wipe on about everything. Get the rag saturated, and some of the places like on the lathe and stuff I do the same. So I just put some protection on it. This morning, I'm going to try a new camera angle, something I hadn't tried before. And I'm doing something a little out of the ordinary. And the reason I want to show this is not to beat my horse as much more, but I've got some more containers and I've got to fix them this morning. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got to prepare a pipe. Safe tool changes is PVC. Basically, with the containers that I'm using now, I found a different supplier. These come from eBay and direct from China, and I use them a lot because they're inexpensive. Excuse the air compressor. I'm on the outside mic because I'm not going to do a lot of. I've got another project I'll probably set up with a bit. So with that being said, I'm just going to turn my lathe on this morning. A little cold. It's actually sleeting here in North Carolina. And I've done measure the cup, and this is to show you how easy doing these things are. I just took this is my cutoff tool, because that way I don't have to index my tools, and I measured this. It should be right on it. If it ain't, I'll move it just a hair. I'm a little bit off because it's hard to guess with this. So I need to be about 750 or so. Need another 50 thousandths. Whoa, brain fart. 50 thousandths means 50 thousandths. It says 25, dummy. About nose over it. And with it being this size, see this plastic, this is actually this PVC hardware store pipe. Still liking some. So this is oh man, this is a lot smaller than that piece that I used to check it with. I'm checking 740. Okay. That's the thing about doing these containers. You really just have to kind of take little cuts and guess at it. With this plastic, it's so simple to cut it off. I just usually try to, and I want it a little loose, so I'll take about 10 more back. Hopefully I'll just slide on there. Each one of these containers are always a little different. There you go. So now I'm going to cut these to length and cut them and glue them and all that mess off camera. So I just wanted to put that in today's video. Okay, we're going to do this now, and I just stepped away. So what we're going to do, and this is how I make this stuff. I'll just go ahead and I'll pull my pipe. I probably won't get but one out of this piece, and I'll have to cut me another. I'll check it when it's, if it's long enough. Let's go ahead and see if we can slide that in. That's a lot of stick out. So what we want is about 1.25 inches. So, and I may be able to face the end of this pipe and get another piece out of it. Not likely it breaks me up. This is why, right here is why I just use the cutoff tool. I use one tool, things are cool. Here, excuse my screwdrivers and stuff. I'm working on another project, but you notice there's some more oil containers on the works. These come in the other day, direct from Shenzhen, China. Folks, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of these are for gifts, usually somebody's channel I watch and want to send them a little something. Most of the time that's what I've been doing with them lately. And the cups, you know, with postage and everything, the Melissa and Doug's has just gotten expensive. These work just as good, and I can get these for $6, so I've only got like $1.50 a piece in them, and the little piece of pipe is 3 or 4. I probably got less in material than maybe $1.75 in these things. So I just soon do that. And there's somebody's channel that I watch, and I contact them and asked him if he would like to have a channel sticker from me and some cards. And these came in yesterday, so they're drying. I'll get them in the mail next week. And it's not beating the horse. And also laying there on the bench, I found another knife. So I'm fixing to make a quick handle for it. I'm not going to show all of it because I've showed it. I found a piece of brass that I've already knurled, and maybe I'll take you over to the lathe here in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to do this as quick and dirty. I'm telling you. This one right here, I'm just going to, this is a little piece of brass. I'm just going to drill it. I went out to my box to hunt this brass, by the way. And so I'm going to drill it, thread it right quick. Let me make sure I've got it enough. Yeah, I should thread. Let me go just a little more to be safe. All right, let me go grab my tap and we'll dock this. One thing you can do, I know this is at the standard practice, and may have I showed this and I may not have showed it. You know, if I'm just doing something quick like this, and this is a quick job, and I want it to be in line, so what I'm going to do is I'm just taking this, just a drill and put it in here like a centering device to get it started on center. Then we'll just thread this right in. This ain't the prettiest knurl in the world, but it's already on there, and I don't have to mess up another piece of brass. And brass is, in case you don't realize, is fairly expensive. I bought about $80 worth of brass here recently. And where's my cutoff tool? Oh. And I'm just going to cut this off the other side. Not even going to be any scale involved in this. This is just going to be quick, fast, and dirty. I'm in between gears there. There we go. This is going to be quick and dirty. I'm going to go in here. That's not going to be the prettiest knurl in the world because it's right at the end of the knurl. But for a thumb screw, for a box cutter, be plenty good enough. Let me clean this up now. You know, I've showed this before. I'll just take this side where the burr is. We're just going to run a screw on it, so you'll just hang loose. All right, guys, I've showed this before, and I'm just going to kind of hit the high spots. One of the things that I do when I make these screws, and you can do it at home, no matter what size lathe you got, is you can either go to your hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's, those type stores, and get you some what they call coupling nuts, which is really long or hex shape will fit in. Or it could be like in this situation, when I done this, I didn't have one for a 1032. So I just grabbed up a piece of stock, drilled it on the lathe, and threaded it for 1032. So then you can just grab it like this and tighten it up. Now, one thing you want to do is don't go in here and try to take all the screw off at one time. Now, you notice I'm using my standard CNNG tools that I love, but you just take little light cuts, just like this. I think I've showed this before. And you'll just cut it right off. Now I use green Loctite. You'll see it kind of explode out. When I get down here, just barely touch my brass. You can use aluminum, you can use cold rolled steel, whatever you want for this. I just like to use brass. I think it just looks neat, but there you go. Now all I gotta do is just go over here to the vise. I'll need to hit this just a little bit with a file just to knock this outer burr off. By the way, if you tighten this up like this and put it into your chuck up against it like I did, it won't screw loose if the Loctite hadn't set. I just set this Loctite here pretty quickly. And it takes usually a good bit for it to really make full set. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go over to my vise and my soft jaws and clamp this up and just unscrew it. Now I just have another knife done. I've seen this like most ideas, you see things, as old saying, on the internet. And this is a shop-made little trick that's handy. And I didn't realize I had this knife the other day when I was doing these, and I just come across it this morning. And I'm in the shop just piddling. So you see, that's a quick, neat little handy thumb screw. If you want to change your blade, you just grab it. It's a little simple job. I've done this before. This is on video, but I thought since this morning I'm piddling and around. A lot of times this kind of stuff goes in my slop videos because I'm always piddling in the shop. Welcome, and I'm glad you enjoyed Slop in the Shop. This is a copyrighted production of James Dedman, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs, for your enjoyment on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed Slop in the Shop today, and we will look forward to seeing you on the very next video.